Oh, man. Oh, all right. What's good, y'all? Today, we will be discussing it's been a lazy day. Blizzard came through yesterday or 2 days ago, past 2 days or whatever, man. Blizzard came through, had to shovel my mama's parking lot, had to shovel my car from my apartment, outside my apartment. Lots of shoveling. My back hurts. Lower back. It's crazy. Made me feel old. I'm 25 years old. Yeah, man. Excuse me. Why Power Rangers, the movie, deserves another chance. Deserves, let's say, a sequel, right? So if I do recall, Lionsgate gave up their rights to Power Rangers to Hasbro's. So it was canceled. So first off, the sequel to the Power Rangers movie was canceled because it didn't perform well at the box office, right? And they had canceled plans for a multi-movie franchise, which would have been so cool in my opinion. And then on top of that, a Netflix reboot series in 2025 was also canceled, which means that the franchise or whatever is shifting in a different direction, right? So it was mostly a financial failure and just plans changing, which I find very, very annoying, right? So the budget for this movie was says 100 to 105 million dollars. Box office, what they were able to make out of it was 142.3 million dollars, which isn't great, very, very bad. But I think what's what's most disappointing is that I don't think this movie had enough PR. 2017, like it's been a minute, so I don't remember everything, but I don't think this movie had enough PR riding on it before it came out. I think there should have been way more like push for it. I feel like 2017, before the movie came out, I remember just seeing the commercials and that was really it. The advertisement, the teasers or whatever, and that was really it. I don't really recall like there being any like of the characters going on the constant interviews like Marvel being pushed on like Good Morning America, things of that nature. I don't think they had a lot of PR backing to begin with, which I think led to it not performing as well. Because even if the movie wasn't bad, I refuse to say it was bad. It was a great first movie. I know there were complaints about like, let's say like it started slow, but I'm like, bro, they have to give us the characters. They have to set up the characters, let them struggle through. If they just came out the gate first 20 minutes in, Mighty Morphins. Oh, we're morphing. It's like, bro, so I understood it, like the part of them developing their teamwork and synergy together before morphing in their final phase. Like, of course, they weren't gonna rush that. So I think people who didn't like that it took so long to morph, I'm like, it's patience. It's obviously, if this movie did well, it's like, okay, now they know how to sit and like they know how to morph now. Things could pick up quicker, but this is the first movie. Of course, they're not gonna learn quickly. But I believe, what was I saying before? Yeah, the PR, they didn't have a lot of PR backing. There wasn't a lot of PR and promotion for this movie. I think they might have just been relying on the name itself of like Power Rangers. Everybody's gonna come see us. but you have to push it not just for the old generation like me. I'm not old, but like the older generations like millennials and Gen Z, where we watch y'all growing up. But you're supposed to promote also for the younger generations as well who might not know you as much. And be in these YouTube things. I know streaming wasn't a thing back then, but like just be in these interviews, push it, push it, push it. Cause and I'm just so surprised that not a lot of people turned up for the initial show. I mean, for the initial movie in 2017. I'm like, what? Like 142 million is crazy. I felt like 2017 Power Rangers wasn't that out of date. Like it was like I was shocked to see that like so many people did try to just come and watch it to watch it. You know what I mean? It was like just because it's Power Rangers, you want to see what they did. So the fact that it was only 142 million was so disappointing. I really liked the movie. It was pretty nice, a good setup, I think. I think Rotten Tomatoes gave it a what was it? Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 51%. Okay. And then the audience score, the critique score was 51%. Audience score was 65%. So obviously the audience, regular people, appreciated it more. But yeah, I think it was a great starting point. And worse movies have been made where they make more money from the box office with a bigger budget. Like, so it's just, I think the main issue for that first movie was not being promoted and pushed enough and relying maybe too much on the Power Rangers name alone. Which again, you can never sit back and rely on things like that. It's a business, that's something that you put money into. You have to push. You have to get the actors out there doing things and maybe playing along with getting people to remember and reminisce about the Power Rangers and how they grew up on it. Because yeah, I think it was a really cool movie. It was a really cool movie, and the fact that Power Rangers itself, there's so much source material to pull from for Power Rangers itself. How many Power Rangers are there? There's so much you could do. And them just like scrapping it now, trying to reboot it and change plans. I think the cast was great. The cast was good enough for this to be able to extend it for a franchise. So let's go over my first hope, right? My first hope is like, okay, maybe please, like let's say keep the cast together. Maybe they're not haven't got too old, or maybe you could just make them okay. They're in college now. They've been fighting enemies for a while. Now they're in college. You know, so with the college thing, maybe you could on top of them finding like a new villain, fighting a new villain or whatever. You can intertwine like, okay, college has made it harder for all of us to be together and keep on top of each other and remain friends. But this us being a team, being the Power Rangers, like is something that will never go away and something we have to continue to be to protect the earth or whatever. Like, you know, if they are able to keep the same characters and just make a second movie from the first movie, which wasn't terrible, it's a good setup point. And now you can just start quicker and go from there. Like, you know, so if they're able to do that, that would be great. And I think that would be awesome. Unfortunately, they're probably not. They're gonna scrap everything. If we reboot it, either way, whether option one or option two, rebooting it, starting over, whatever, the PR, the setting up of everything has to be the key. You have to remind people of Power Rangers, not just now the Gen Zs and millennials, but the younger people too. Be like, hey, you might not know who we are, but here's the old videos of us. Yeah, they were corny. Is the old shows like, yeah, they were corny. They were for kids, da da da. But like, we're just this is a more mature version, and we're gonna kick ass with this and just promoting and promoting. And even if the Gen Alpha kids don't really like connect with it, there's more than enough Gen Zs and millennials that are gonna be like, oh my gosh, Power Rangers, if you promote it enough and they see it and you spark enough interest. And you can still go on Twitch streams for promotions now. You just go on YouTube videos, interviews. TV still TV at the end of the day, advertisements. But the PR has to be way better and not just rely on Power Rangers itself alone. So either option, whether we bringing back the old cast and making the Power Rangers 2, which I really like the cast and how they were together. I appreciated it. I wish there would be a Power Rangers 2. If not, reboot it, but there's so much social material. Creating a franchise out of this would be genius. You just have to have the right person, the right director, on top of the PR and technical stuff to promote the movie. Just have the right directors and right people. Because Power Rangers, you could do so much with that source material. So much. I really feel you can't go wrong with whatever way you go, whichever Power Rangers you decide to go with it. Just make it more mature, more realistic in terms of like the CGI acting or whatever, and just like make it for PG-13 and up if you want, and just go from there. Because there's more than enough source material. There's no excuses why you can't let Power Rangers couldn't succeed in this day and age. A Power Rangers movie, a Power Rangers franchise couldn't succeed in this age, whether it's for the younger people or not, whether it's outdated or not. You just bring it back as something new, make it into something new in this day and age, in 2026 or whatever, 2020s or whatever, in this generation, make it something new and start something new, start something new and younger for the younger generation, start something new. So whether you want to make it a show, I really think you should start with the movie and then make it a show. Like maybe start a movie, okay, this is the beginning, and then make a show out of it. I think that's also smart. That's what some animes do as well. Well, they start with the show, make a movie, and then go back to continuing the show. But I really, really think Power Rangers deserves a second chance. You know, so whether it's Power Rangers 2 or something else, somebody, Hollywood, please make it happen, you know? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I am tired, my back hurts. New Jersey sucks. I love Jersey, but New Jersey sucks, man. God damn. All the snow and shoveling, my back hurts. But love y'all, man. Shout out to my